What up, peeps? From Rome. Probably my last video update. Day 5 and 6. I'm at the Holiday Inn. Me and Chingy and a couple of my friends. Where you at, the Holiday Inn? Anyway, um, yeah. So, yesterday was pretty awesome. We took a tour down to what was supposed to be the Amalfi Coast and Pastiano, Sorrento, and Serene. There was one more, Sereno. Yeah, Sorrento and Sereno, Pastiano, and the Amalfi Coast were supposed to be our 4 destinations. Unfortunately, the tour got messed up. I'm still not 100% sure what happened. We arrived an hour and a half late at the first destination, which was Sorrento, and then we were supposed to get 2 hours in Sorrento, and then we were supposed to cruise down to Pastiano, which we did. We were supposed to get 3 hours there. We got an hour and 50 minutes. We ate at this awesome ass restaurant called Chez Black. Me and Jake got a bunch of seafood because we're seafood nerds and we love seafood because it's good. And I ordered this spaghetti with, I think it was called Gionelli crab. It was really good, but Jake got this platter of mixed, like a mixed fish platter. Soon as the waiter put it down, I was jealous instantly. I looked at the plate. I was like, "Oh my god, it looked so good." Yeah, he had like 9 types of seafood. It was something special. But he let me. Thankfully, he let me try a little bit of basically everything and stuff. Which we basically the whole trip, everyone was doing. Making sure everyone got to try as much of the selection as we could. Because the food here was exceptional. Like, I didn't eat anything that I thought was bad. I had a few things I was like, yeah, this is all right, no big deal. But I didn't have anything that I was like, oh, this is gross. I don't want to eat this. And yeah, I think for the most part, the soda, it doesn't taste better. The Pepsi doesn't taste better. But just the fact that it tastes as good as it does and it's got way less of the junk in it is a huge win. Like, I would definitely trade American Pepsi for European Pepsi any day of the week. So, yeah, back to the original story. So we got to Chez Black, we ate, and then we jumped in the Mediterranean and swam. It was gorgeous. The water was like the perfect temperature. Wasn't too cool, wasn't too warm. It was just right. The water was crystal clear and very blue. I mean, you could see to the bottom, and it was like this dark navy blue. It was it was gorgeous. Yeah, we swam. They had these, like, it was, the beach was like some kind of stones that were rounded smooth, mixed with sand, like volcanic sand, because it was black. All the sand was black, but it was hot, man. Stepping on those rocks and stuff, my feet were burning, and I, of course, went unprepared. I bought shoes specifically to go into the water with so that I could keep my balance better, but I forgot them at the Airbnb when we left. So yeah, showed up unprepared, so burning the crap out of my feet until we got in the water, of course. Then we got maybe 40 minutes of swimming in, and then we got back on the boat and we sailed to Sereno. And we got there. We were supposed to get 2 hours in Sereno. We got 10 minutes, and then we were told to get on the bus to go back to Rome. So we didn't even make it to the Amalfi Coast, which we were supposed to get an hour at the Amalfi Coast. We didn't even get that. And there was somewhere else we were supposed to get to, like another hour. or we were supposed to get an hour and a half in Sorrento. We got 10 minutes, and then we were supposed to get an hour at one other place off the Amalfi coast, and we didn't get any of that. So yeah, I was super disappointed because the boat ride, even the bus ride, like just pulling in to Sorrento. I mean, I know people already posted pictures. I'll get mine up soon too. It was stunning. Like it was gorgeous. The boat ride was pretty fun. Nice cool breeze coming in off the boat. I mean, it was something special. Yeah, and then basically took the bus ride home. It was 5 hours. Well, home was like 4.5, and then to Sorrento was like 5. So we basically spent 9 hours on a bus to get like 2.5, 3 hours of actual like adventuring and seeing and trying stuff. So we were all pretty bummed out about that. But I think everyone enjoyed what we did get out of it. But yeah, we were, like I said, bummed. Day 6, we didn't do a whole lot. I woke up early and kind of walked everyone out at the Airbnb so that they could go to the airport because they all flew home. And then I checked into the Holiday Inn, went shopping, got a few souvenirs, came back to the Holiday Inn, swam in the pool for a couple hours, and then had a big dinner down in the restaurant. I had fried squid and prawns, deep fried squid and prawns. And then I had this, I can't pronounce the name of the noodle, but it was egg and sea bass, like Tiorgolini noodle or something. It's like a spaghetti without spaghetti sauce. It was just like a oil vinaigrette sauce with sea bass mixed into the noodles. Oh, so good. I love sea bass. My favorite fish by far. It's an amazing fish. If you've never had it, super, super, super highly recommend you try it because it is an amazing fish. And there's got to be like 10 different species of sea bass, and they're all good. Like, no matter where you get it, sea bass is amazing. So, yeah, now just kind of winding down. Figured I'd get this video up before I get on the plane and head back to the States. 10-hour flight to Washington, D.C. I got to get up, like 6 a.m.? Yeah, so, like 5:30, and then get a Uber taxi to the airport. It's like a 30-minute ride. And then, yeah, the journey begins to return home. So I land in Washington, D.C. It's about, like I said, it's like a 9.5-hour flight to D.C. And then I think I have a 1-hour layover in D.C. My layover in D.C. is pretty short, thankfully, because, freaking D.C. It's disgusting. And then fly from D.C. to Chicago and get picked up and go home. I should be home probably 6 p.m. on Monday. Yeah, 6:30. So, yeah, that'd be nice. Be nice to sleep in my refrigerated house with the air conditioning at 20 degrees. After the week I've had out here of virtually no air conditioning, I'm going to be abusing my poor air conditioner for many days to come. So looking forward to that. And yeah, I had a great trip. So grateful to everyone that came. Special shout out to Maya and Jake. Maya especially put in a ton of work planning. She basically asked me to give her a list of, a bunch of things that I wanted to do and, have them most important, kind of important. And then if there's time, and she fit it all together and it worked. Everything worked out perfectly other than the boat cruise, but that had nothing to do with her. I mean, I'm like I said, I'm still not sure what happened. They somehow screwed up the times. I mean, the bus did arrive at Sorrento an hour and a half late, but I don't understand how an hour and a half late translates into we missed like 5 hours of activity that we just didn't get. So I'm not sure what really all happened in that. But yeah, she did an amazing job. She's a champion vacationer for sure. She did a lot of research. She asked questions that I didn't think to ask. She had all the apps for the public transportation before we got here. She knew the prices of all the taxis and I mean, she really did her homework, and it made the trip 100 times easier. Um, so yeah, and Jake did a lot of work too, and he's another one. He's a good guy to travel with because he's very worldly, and he's been around, and he kind of knows what to expect and what's a good idea and what's not. So special shout out to them for sure. Thank you guys so much for your diligence and your work and making this vacation come true for me in the best possible way. So thank you guys. I love you with all my heart. So, but thank you to everyone that came. Fred and Kevin, big help getting me to Rome. They helped me carry my bags because I was struggling the first day of being back on the steroids. Is always rough for me. The steroid just doesn't quite hit right until you're in like your day 3 of taking them. Then it kind of you can feel the energy boost, but the first couple days it's a little wonky. So they were a huge help as well. My cousin Shane, I love him. His beard's ugly as shit though, but I'll forgive him for it, seeing as we're family this time, but only this time. Keel and my buddy Keel and my buddy Kurt, they flew out from Canada and from Australia. Keel didn't bring any Foster's Australian for kangaroo piss with him, but would have been nice to try some that disgusting Aussie beer they try, but it is what it is. And Kurt was he's a really good dude. He's kind of quiet, doesn't say a whole lot, but he was there. He stuck with me when I bowed out of the Mount Vesuvius. He kind of hung back with me just to make sure I was going to be okay. Really appreciate that. So yeah, thank you to everyone. The Airbnb, by the way, if you guys watch this, the lady from the Airbnb, she messaged me and she thanked us so much because we left the house. She's pretty much clean. They didn't really have to do anything but change bed sheets and make the bed. And they had new guests arriving today at 4 p.m. So she was very grateful to us. She wrote me a really nice review on the Airbnb site and stuff, and I of course wrote her one as well. So shout out to us for being good guests. Yeah, it was a great trip. I'm excited to come home. So I'll see you guys soon. That's it from me. You guys take it easy and see you soon.